Hey, what is up guys, this is Cobrak. It's been a little while on this channel since we've seen a raid boss melting point, absolute Giga Chad melting point, just eviscerate an entire battlefield. So we're watching this game submitted by Mr. Brontosaurus, going with some crawler opener, sticking with the steel balls, which I think is fine on the first round. Stick with them, see if they can get some levels, and a triple acolyte opener. Going up against Red, who's playing, Giant Specialist. Well, I can see why the melting point might come out sooner rather than later. Might need the SLB. But it looks like, it's going to be a very, very slow ending to this first round. Okay, let me skip ahead, man. And there it is. Okay. Alright, dude. Let's see how this comes to fruition, shall we? Let's see if the steel balls get sold off as well. We have the options for marksman here. Phoenix drop also becomes available. Goes for the sledgehammers. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, I think. I would have been pretty tempted by the Phoenixes on that drop round. Maybe just sell off the steel balls. Start to go into something like, I don't know, just like Stangs or something to chase in the crawlers. Something like that, maybe, is what I think I'd be looking at. But the line we go down is this sledgehammer pickup. Rank 2 sledges. We have an electromag believer here, which I love. Love that tech on sledges, man. And we're actually going to stick with the steel balls. Did they really get anything done, though? Oh, God, the steel balls over here didn't even get... They got like a quarter of a level. Not even that. Really not the greatest. Meanwhile, Red kind of has our number a little bit here with the Wasp pickup, with us having no anti-air at all. We are going to get a little bit clapped here, and once again, dude, the steel balls on this side do absolutely sod all, as we say in the UK. And in fact, the steel balls on the other side also get utterly clapped as well. I think it's time to just sell the steel balls now, man. I think that we stuck with them long enough. Let's skip through this one, so we don't have to watch the acolytes get hunted by the wasps. Okay, and down everything goes. It's horrendous, it's painful, it's agonizing. Bronte, what we need is not actually a melting point. When does the melting point become required here, man? We're not looking at any... I thought maybe Red would go for like some kind of cheesy early giant rush, but it wasn't to be. We go into the laser sights here on these wasps. These are already terrifying. Red knows exactly what he wants to do here. Thankfully, we do also go into the Stangs. Hang on, so are we going to stick with the Stangs? Are we go with crawlers instead? I really, really deeply feel... I mean, either sell the tanks or the steel balls, right? You know what I'm saying? That way we could have then mass recruited another pocket of Stangs here. Like it could have funded an extra Mustang drop. I think that the sledgehammers and the steel balls are equally ineffective here. I'll put it that way. Sledgehammers maybe just a little bit better for getting the crawlers dead, I guess. And because some of them are level 2. Maybe there's more of a case to just keep the sledgehammers. But okay, man. We keep the lot. We do buy a little bit more time over here on this side now. Somehow we actually just win the trade against the acolyte on that side. Getting some of the crawlers in towards building. They're not actually going to get the building, I don't think. I think these missiles are going to deny them. Oh my god, they just didn't get it at all. Okay, oi. Things not going so hot, man. 3 pretty disastrous rounds, it's got to be said. Range Specialist does come up. That's ballsy, man. To go, I mean, what else are you going to go, really? But we go for Ranged Specialist, and wow, Red did not go Ranged Specialist. That's always the risk, right? When Ranged Specialist becomes available, a lot of people end up picking it just because, well, if my opponent goes for it, and it's really early, like it's only round 4 right now, he's going to have that range advantage for like, I don't know, maybe the next 5, 6, 7 rounds. It's really dicey to skip on that. I'm quite surprised that Blue went for it. Brontosaurus went for it. But Red didn't. Given Red is way ahead on health, he can afford to have a slow round where he just invests for the future. Whereas Blue, being behind like that and going for range special, very, very risky, man. But I like the nuts that requires. I don't like the nuts. I mean, you know what I'm saying, okay? So, Scorpions start to come down. That basically makes it so that... Did we sell any of the steel balls just now? Or did they die just so instantaneously that we just... And hang on, we end up going a melting point here. I just noticed double Scorpions down. These are artillery Scorpions as well. Artillery Super Giga Chad ranged Scorpions. And we're going to pick the melting point? Dude! Oh my god! That was the quickest I've ever seen tech purchased in my Mechabellum casting career, which, albeit, isn't a super long one, but still pretty quick, okay? Laser sights, range enhancement... Oh, sorry, range specialist, range enhancement... Diffraction melting point. So even with all of those buttons pushed, we also hit the plus range here as well, I just want to point out. 185 meter range. Is that it? Is this just the turning point? We're actually starting to sell off the tanks, which I think is fine. Looks like we're just going to stick with the steel balls. These guys have done absolutely nothing but feed, by the way. Really done nothing. I'd almost like to see, like, cells come out in these steel balls. More stangs, and give them Mustang range. I think that would be very, very effective indeed. Especially if they do have high explosive ammo. Just make them chaff killers, you know? Or maybe just anti-air would also be fine. More wasps did come out as well, but dude, look at the range of the son of a gun. It's already farming nerds, dude. Those wasps are worth a lot of experience. It's going to get a level very, very quickly indeed. Yeah, this is going to be an easy level 3 for this thing. Not even close. The scorpions are going to go down long before they get to touch. Dude, we've also running energy absorption as well. I kind of want to see that. I really hope we end up going into energy absorb. I mean, this looks like a pretty good game for it. Are these Electromag Stormcallers? They are Electromag Stormcallers. So we're going to need to defend this thing against the Stormcaller menace. Electromag is the fun killer, after all. And now Tech Specialist comes out. Okay, would wouldn't after you spent all of our money. But never mind, a good swing round nonetheless. Melting point goes up to 3. We sell the other. Oh my god, we're going deeper into the steel balls. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, I would have really, really preferred to see the stack. Oh, okay, at least we do go for the Mustang range. I do really like that. I would have liked to see just more Stangs come down. But, okay, man. So we go for the Division Steel Balls. Just looking to buy as much time and space as possible. For the melting point to get done what it's got to get done. We've also hit the plus attack button as well. And plus defense as it happens right at the very end there. Okay, dude. It's already becoming quite the force to be reckoned with. We don't have the enhanced range button pushed on this round. So let's see if it's quite as effective. Okay, our opponent goes into range on the Scorpions instead of artillery. Right. I mean, it's fine. He's going to get away with it for one round. But surely you want to try and acid up the Scorpions as quickly as possible. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he could also do with some fire on the ground from these Stormcallers too. He's up against a lot of Crawlers and a lot of Mustangs on red. So just getting fire and flames on the ground as quickly as he can could also be pretty tight. I think it's also a bit of a chaff issue for red as well. I think it needs to get fire in the ground as quickly as possible. And also needs to get some late arriving Crawlers of his own. Because right now our Mustangs arrive so late to the fight. Well, they don't arrive that late, but they arrive quite late to the fight. And they are trading directly into the Wasps, which is a big problem, right? If you're red. So as red, I'd be thinking Crawlers, fire on the ground. Because, I mean, look, we've got some, like, frontline fangs here. Just a little bit of fire in the ground here is, like, devastating, right? But most importantly, having late arriving Crawlers to distract the Mustangs and keep your Wasps alive for longer. Because you've already invested quite a bit in the Wasps, right? Especially these guys. Would make quite a bit of sense to me. That said, we end up opting into the second melting point here on blue. Just doubling down. And we are also bulking up the number of Stangs coming out as well. So I do quite like that. Did we mass recruit? We did. Okay. Just checking, man. Big missile comes down. Yeah, there's actually very little chaff on red. He's only got 3 packs of fangs. Or like 4 packs of fangs. And nothing on the back line arriving late. And now look at the Wasps all over again, dude. Ugh. You gotta protect your carry units, man. It's real important. Oh. As red is discovering here, I guess. As for the Scorpions, still sitting at level 1, which is fine, by the way. If you're going to go Scorpions to counter your giant units and get the big raid bosses dead, artillery, acid, leave them at level 1. They can do a job, you know? Like, the acid just makes it so that they scale way bigger than their stats would suggest, you know? But okay. Badger Milk, he's taking it to the face, dude. Let's see if he does go for some additional chaff. Just want to point out as well that apparently this is on the way. We're going to be able to take replays and load them up into a lobby so that you can take control of the game at a specific round. Love it. I've been asking for that feature for so long. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways, apparently it's on the way. Word on the grapevine is. It's going to be so good. Okay. And totally opens up like new areas of content that we can explore on the channel too, man. It's going to be great, I think. Anyways, mass melting points come out. No additional chaff for red. Deeply concerning. Just more fangs. I mean, red is damn lucky that there isn't another unit of Mustangs over here right now. Because these fangs over here would already be gone, you know? I mean, they're gone anyway, but they'd be even goner, right? Oh, God. So this is one of those cases where that, if you're red right now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, how the hell am I supposed to beat this, man? It's impossible, you know? It's just impossible. 9 times out of 10, if there's a unit on the field that you're not able to kill, and it's a raid boss, and you just can't get it dead, 90% of the time, it's a chaff problem. The problem is not actually the issue that's staring you in the face, right? It's not the melting points in this case. It's red is losing the chaff battle, okay? It's always the chaff. I swear to God. Games are won and lost based on backline crawlers, like middle line, like mid-range, fangs, all of that kind of thing, you know? Red going into the sandworms, I think that's quite smart. Oh, he doesn't have sandstorm tech, though. Ooh, he doesn't have sandstorm tech. Oh my God, and that's a really smart pickup, man, from Bronte here. The goddamn Sabertooth's coming out. You know full well Missile Interceptor's coming out here. Yeah, I'd just drop a lot of Sabertooths, man. I like that. I like that. Just get them everywhere. I mean, you know the only way you lose this game now is Fire Missile Electromag Stormies. And it just happens that Red also pushed the Incendiary Bomb button this round. It's going to be a bit too late. If Red had... Oh, he does have Sandstorm. Sandworms. Okay. So what I'd like to see from Red here is Mobile Beacon on this worm. And drag it in over here. It needs to land like right here. Get a Sandstorm up in this area. And shut down the range on 2 of these melting points simultaneously. That would make it quite a good difference. He's still lacking backline chaff though. It's just a lot of fangs. Problem is, fangs get turned into... I mean, dude, they get turned into pulp from stangs. It's just not pretty. Whereas crawlers, on the other hand, actually do a pretty good job at choking up Mustangs. Look at this, man. The one melting point that isn't in a sandstorm right now is the Giga Chad raid boss. Oh, yo. Don't neglect your mobile beacons, boys. That said, some missiles are getting to connect over here. So that's pretty tight. The Sabertooths are going to start to die off, which means that Electromag missiles are going to start coming in just now. There it is. That's going to put a serious dent in the efficiency of some of our melting points here. You know what? Red can still turn this around. He really desperately needs acid on these Scorpions. Desperately. That said, it's going to be another dub. And another bunch of levels on this now level 6 melting point. I don't even realize how high level this SOB was getting. But there you go. Oh my god. Oh my god, and Red skips again. Okay, I mean, he's got to skip now. He's so far behind, right? He can't spend all that cash. Level 7 melting point. We don't have the energy absorption button hit yet, but I can't complain too much about that. Just given that, you know, there's so much Electromag on the field. Look at this, dude. Red is actually going into his own melting points now. Which I think is fine, except for the fact that he skipped on 2 range specialists, you know? So look at the range on this thing. 170 meters on Red's melting points. And they're just single target. On our melting points. Okay, we haven't hit the range button yet. Oh yeah, we did hit the range button. Okay, so we're almost matching his range on a regular melting point with energy diffraction. I mean, that's enormous, dude. And on the guy with laser sights, this thing still... I mean, it has basically global range. That's insane. Almost 200 meter range. Oh, yo. Still no mobile beacon coming out. Bit gnarly. Okay. I almost wonder if we couldn't have went more fangs here. Like fangs to arrive in behind the melting point, for example. Maybe give them shield, stuff like that. All the Sabertooths dying too quickly. Still no acid coming out on the Scorpions, which is just frankly depressing, and still no backline chaff. Okay, I mean, I think that Red has kind of dug his own grave a little bit, but it doesn't take away the skeptical, the skeptical? The spectacle. God damn it, I can't even English right now. I'm too excited, man. I just got done watching the England match. I'm actually recording this video yesterday at you guys' point of view, but... Okay, man, that's neither here nor there. Sabertooth on this side, not doing the best job on the left. It's shutting down the missiles, but there you go. Look at the range on this thing, man. Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, laser sights is insane, man. I really hope they don't ever nerf laser sights, by the way. I tell you something. When charged ammo was removed from the item pool, like, don't get me wrong, I hate playing against that item. You know, they removed it for a reason. It was just kind of insane. Even when they like increased the price and stuff, it was still absolutely busted. Laser sights is one of those items that's kind of in a similar vein to charged shot, where it's so situationally awesome. And I get to make videos like this out of it, you know. 200 meter range, almost level 8 melter with energy diffraction. I mean, are you serious? The power level on this unit, ungodly. And hey man, that'll do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bit of a shorter one today, but hey, there you go. It's been busy recently, so I thought I'd just squeeze this one in ahead of time, man, so that we don't go a day without an upload wherever possible. Thanks for stopping by. If you've got a crazy replay of your own with an absolute raid boss like Mr. Brontosaurus did over here, then make sure to submit it in the official Mechabellum Discord ban in the Share Your Replay channel, which, as always, that Discord is linked down below in the pinned comment. So hell, share it then. There's a chance we'll review it on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later.